And thank you for joining us for KBOI 2 News Midday. I'm Brian Moore, and let's get right to your top 11 stories at 11. Boise police say 2 boys were taken to the hospital after being hit in a crosswalk on their way to school. Investigators say frosty windows could have been a factor. One boy suffered broken ribs, the other a concussion. The driver was ticketed. In a few moments, we'll talk to a man who's still recovering nearly 7 years later after being hit by a driver with frosty windows. 2 crashes on I-84 eastbound caused a traffic nightmare for morning commuters on I-84 eastbound. The first happened in what troopers call the cattle chute in the Meridian Road area. Now, right afterwards, another crash blocked the left lanes near the first crash. Traffic was backed up well past Black Cat. The Idaho Statesman is reporting the Boise School District will spend nearly $200,000 on tests to supplement Idaho's new statewide achievement test. Now, the paper says they are 20-minute long multiple choice tests in math and reading from 3rd through 10th grades. Now, the tests are to pinpoint gaps in student learning. Officials are releasing details surrounding the shooting death of a Middleton man by a Canyon County deputy. At a news conference that wrapped up just a few short minutes ago, the announcement: no charges will be filed against the deputy. The deputy was wearing a body camera that was instrumental in the investigation. And if you're looking to buy a home, now's the time. Rates are on the rise. Average long-term mortgage rates rose sharply this week for a second straight week. Freddie Mac says the average rate on a 30-year fixed-rate mortgage jumped to 3.98%. That's up from 3.87% just last week. Experts say speculation that the Fed will raise the key rate next month is fueling the spike. Nampa police have arrested this man, Brian McNitt, and charged him with burglary. Several neighbors reported their homes were broken into. Those incidents happened around Dooley Lane and Raintree Drive. 31-year-old Bryce Cody Transu of Caldwell is sentenced for lewd conduct with a child and sexual abuse of a minor under 16. He received 16 years fixed for the lewd conduct charges and 3 years fixed for the sexual abuse charge. Marcus Rael is sentenced to 45 years in prison for shooting at a dozen northern Idaho police officers. Rael refused to stop when officers tried to pull him over for drunk driving. Following that pursuit, Rael shot at them. No officers were injured. Drivers using Main Street to get out of Boise over the river are facing a slow go. The 4-lane street is reduced down to 1 lane for greenbelt work.
Tried to head home at 5 o'clock. Took me 15 minutes to get 2 blocks.
Fairview will be reduced to 2 lanes while the project takes place. It will not be done until July. A woman was taken to the hospital following a rollover. This was on Siemens Gulch Road, north of the Ada County landfill. Crews had to cut the woman out of her car. Deputies ended up giving her a ticket for inattentive driving. We are told she is going to be okay. And smoking could soon be banned in public housing. Officials at HUD are making the proposal. The Surgeon General says the rule is needed to protect residents from secondhand smoke.